Hi everyone, my name is Rhonda Robson and welcome to my Fluid Art Acrylic Pouring channel. Today we're going to just talk about all different types of techniques. Okay, so let me start by telling you how this video is going to go. I'm going to describe a technique and then I'm going to show you a clip of how I've done that technique and even a picture of the end result. Then I'm going to continue on to more and more techniques. The reason why I wanted to do that was that way you can look at a technique and go, that's what I want to learn how to do it. Then I have links to those videos that you can go watch the full video on. And in those videos, we'll tell you the different ratios of paint and water or the medium that you're going to utilize and the different colors that I utilized in those videos. All right, so I'm not going to describe the different consistencies. I'm just going to talk about the actual technique. Then I'm going to show you in a video. I'm going to link that video so if you want more information. All right, well, let's get started. This next swipe that I want to talk about, I accidentally came upon. I did a large canvas and I did a Dutch pour, didn't like it. I was kind of trying to make an ocean scene. Didn't like the Dutch, it was a dirty Dutch, so it wasn't necessarily I was flooding the paint, but I was just blowing paint everywhere to kind of get like a feathery look. It didn't look good. It was just all muddy and mixed. So then I swiped it from the side all the way over, and it was a large canvas. It was a 3x4 canvas. And the next morning when I came back to it, I noticed some cracks, and I'm like, how can I fix these cracks? Because I really liked the painting. So I took my plastic tool and I just tried to like go across it to kind of cover up those cracks, but it did this really cool texture effect and I absolutely loved it, and it's probably one of my favorite paintings, and it's an accidental happy mistake, if you will. It's so cool. So I call it a dry swipe, and I've tried to master that. I've done it a number of different times, and it takes a lot of patience to allow the painting to sit and dry so that you can actually get the texture as you're swiping a little bit of the wet paint over top of the dry paint. But let me show you what I mean in this next clip. Okay, so how I got these marks is I did not use a paintbrush, and there'll be some other things that I'm gonna do to this piece. But for right now, I just kind of wanted to show you how I kind of created what looks like from a distance waves. So this was a swipe, and it was a multi-layered, so it had dark and then lighter blue and then on up to pink. And I was gonna do it a certain way, and I ended up swiping it. So I changed everything up. But how I have gotten these little streaky things, so I let this dry for 3 or 4 hours, and then similar to like a balloon smash, I took this piece of plastic, and I can clean it. I haven't cleaned it since I did this, but I just went over the top, and it was like a jerky motion because some places were white or wet and some places were dry. And so I just took it clear across, and then I would take it this way clear across, and so on and so forth. And then that actually got some of the lighter blue into the darker blue area and some of the white into the darker blue area, as well as some of the pink. So that's how I did this, and it was really cool. So it's very similar to the balloon smash, where you want to let your paint dry for a while prior to doing this. And so then it adds texture. This is all dry right now, but this adds texture as well as depth to it too as well. So kind of what I'm looking at is like over here, there must be a sun someplace coming through to see this white, this white, this white here, and a little bit of that kind of reflects. So anyway, all right, well, that's what I wanted to show you today. All right, bye for now. Okay, everyone, I got new gloves. They're kind of small and they're black. Anyway,
So this has been drying overnight. It's still wet. So we're gonna take a piece of plastic and just kind of gently go across it to make some texture. So that's my plan. I think I'm gonna use a little bit bigger one, this one here. And so yeah, so let's try it. Let's try it up here first. This one dug into it. It's got a little bit of a crease right there. So it kind of dug into it right there, and I don't want that. Oh, where'd it go? Here we go.
This next pour is a combination of painting and a pour. Okay, so it's called a pendulum. A pendulum pour is pretty tricky and very technical. So you have to be able to have a place to have the pendulum swing. You have to have enough room. It needs to be able to swing without kind of in a jerky motion. And so you need to make sure the pendulum is kind of moving on itself, that it's a fluid movement. Now, depending on what you use for your pendulum and how you kind of set things up will give you different designs. And so I am not the master of pendulums, but I do a lot of them. And my design is usually circular, and it can be a little square-ish a little bit, but I like the more circular pendulums. Pendulums have a little bit more technical difficulty, if you will. You need to have something that weighs the pendulum down so that the movement is nice and smooth. You need to be able to have something to pour your paint in, or to have your paint in, and then it needs to have air to it so that it forces the paint down. The hole needs to be thin enough so it doesn't come out in big globs, but the paint needs to be thin enough to get through the hole. So see, a lot of different things. So I'll make sure I link a number of my videos for the pendulum swing so that you can get that. But the thing I love about the pendulums, just about every pendulum I have done over a canvas that either cracked or maybe had texture to it, and then I added more texture to it, and it is awesome. And so I love doing pendulums over art that maybe didn't work out the way I had wanted to do. So that's what I really love about the pendulums. And I love their preciseness, and I love their sporadicness. I mean, it's actually kind of cool that you can have one pendulum that's super smooth and then another one that has like drops and dashes, and they both look super cool. So anyway, try a pendulum. Here's a couple clips for you so you can see what I mean. The next one is something that I have not mastered. I haven't done very many of them. It's called the bloom technique, and it's really a webbing effect, and it takes a lot of different materials to do that. So I'm going to give you a couple examples of the way I've done similar to bloom techniques. Okay, so the last experiment today is with white, and I want to utilize the conditioner, Minwax conditioner. So here's my pillow. Let's get that down there. Nice and thick. A little bit more. Then I got my cup. I'm just going to do a dirty pour. That blue and that yellow just make it green. Okay, so this is the conditioner of the white. Let's move this back in the center. Oops, I got it off centered. There we go. Let's put this in the center then. Let's blow that out. So that's the wood conditioner one. Look at all of that. So I'm wondering if with the black one, when I did it, if I forgot to stir it. And maybe I put too much. I don't know, but look at all that lacing going on in there. That looks good. So now I'm gonna let it just kind of funnel back into the center, and then we'll spin it, okay? This over here didn't get much lacing, so I'm gonna go ahead and torch just to get the air bubbles out. But this looks really nice. Really good. I like it. Okay, let me put it in the center more over here. Okay. Ready? Very nice. Love that. I don't want that going off. How do I get this there? Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get the paint over here off to the side a little bit so that way spins better. Yeah, that looks really nice. So the wood conditioner definitely has a really cool look to it. I'm gonna try the black again, just to double check to see if I didn't do something right on it, because it feels like it should have been like this as well, right? It feels like that. But it's just really, you have to take the paint and you have to go across the top of the color. So whatever you use, you just have to go across the top. And that's what gets you the lacing too. And the colors coming between it. So yeah, I really like that one. All right, let's do some right in this area here.
So I'm hoping to maybe do a little bit of this up above with a little bit more pink. We'll see. This is looking pretty cool. What do you think? I don't know, I like this whole thing. One more kind of area over here I'd like to do. I really like how this is moving like that. Super cool. This is like too much across, like all of this is kind of rockiness, so I'm going to do something right in here. Okay, so I'm done with the blues and the greens, I think. I think this is pretty cool. You still have the horizon up here. I'll probably try to make that a little bit straighter again. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. So now I'm going to try to come up here and do some pink with a little bit of the webbing of the white. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But this, I like it. You can kind of see a little bit of the sand. One of the things that I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of
take a little bit of this white here and kind of make a, I don't know. I like it. I don't want to mess with it right now. So. I say that and I mess with it, right? Just kind of give it a little bit more movement down there. Okay. So this one I want to talk about, I haven't done, but there are a number of people, it seems like all over Facebook, that are doing them. So you take any type of pour, so like a ring pour or a dirty pour or a straight pour, and you wreck it, but instead of using an apparatus, you utilize a marble, and the marble just glides through it, and you just put the marble on it. I haven't done that one yet, so I don't have an example of what that looks like, but I hope to have that on my YouTube channel soon. Cool thing is about abstract art is that not one thing is right and not one thing is wrong. You can have mistakes and lessons to be learned, and believe me, there's going to be a number of those, but just learn those lessons and put them into your next painting, okay? So just know that you can do anything, any color. Sky's the limit when it comes to abstract art. And that's what I love about acrylic paint pouring. I love it. I hope you learned something in this video. If you have any questions about any of the techniques, please let me know down below and I'd be happy to answer those for you. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Bye.
Thanks for watching. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that way you can get notified when I have a new video up. Thank you for watching and have a great day.